captain Ben Stokes opting to bowl first after winning the toss. The decision was based on the conditions, which were expected to assist the seam bowlers early in the day. India, led by Shubman Gill, went in with a fairly balanced side featuring a blend of youth and experience, including the likes of Jaiswal, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, Ravindra Jadeja, and the pace trio of Bumrah, Siraj, and Shardul Thakur. India's openers, Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul, gave the visitors a steady start. They batted with patience and composure, showing good application against the new ball. England's bowlers, particularly Jofra Archer and Chris Woakes, tested them with tight lines and swing, but the Indian batters were up to the task. Jaiswal, continuing his stellar run in the series, reached his half-century before lunch, and Rahul looked solid as well. The pair ensured India went into the lunch break at 78 without loss, laying a strong foundation. The momentum, however, shifted after the break. England regrouped and found breakthroughs in quick succession. Jaiswal was dismissed for 58, edging one to slip off Liam Dawson's delivery. Rahul, who had been playing with great control, fell for 46 shortly after, misjudging a delivery from Ben Stokes that nipped in. Then came a critical blow as India's captain Shubman Gill was dismissed cheaply for just 12, caught behind trying to push at a ball outside off stump. India had slumped from 91 for no loss to 123 for 3 by mid-afternoon. With pressure mounting, Sai Sudarshan, playing only his second test, joined Rishabh Pant at the crease. The two put together a crucial partnership that helped India recover. Sudarshan showed great maturity and technique against both pace and spin, bringing up his maiden Test 50 in impressive fashion. Pant, meanwhile, was beginning to settle into his usual rhythm, rotating the strike and occasionally finding the boundary. However, the day took a dramatic turn in the final session when Pant attempted a reverse sweep off Chris Woakes. The ball struck him hard on his right foot, causing immediate pain. He collapsed to the ground in agony, clutching his leg as the Indian physios rushed to attend to him. The swelling was visible, and his foot began to bleed. It was clear the injury was serious. Pant, unable to continue, had to be taken off the field on a golf cart. The incident cast a shadow over India's innings, as the wicketkeeper batsman was in fine touch and looked set for a big score. The nature and severity of the injury raised concerns about his availability for the remainder of the match and possibly the series. After Pant's departure, India's lower middle order was tasked with navigating the final phase of the day. Ravindra Jadeja and Shardul Thakur came together and showed intent to not just survive but also score. They batted cautiously but kept the scoreboard ticking, ensuring India did not lose further ground. The pair took India past 250 before bad light forced an early end to the day's play. At stumps, India stood at 264 for 4, with Jadeja and Thakur unbeaten on 19 each. The day was a rollercoaster for India. It began with dominance, saw a worrying collapse, a gritty recovery, and ended with the unfortunate injury to Pant. While the scoreboard reflected a reasonably strong position, the team's camp would be anxiously monitoring Pant's condition overnight. For England, the day brought mixed fortunes. Their bowlers toiled hard and were rewarded with key wickets in the middle session, but they couldn't break through the lower order in fading light. As day 2 approaches, the focus will be on whether India can build on their total and push towards a commanding first innings score, especially with the second new ball looming. England will aim to strike early and wrap up the Indian innings quickly. Much will also depend on the medical report on Pant's injury, which could influence India's strategy and morale for the remainder of the test.